and welcome back to it is episode 2 of what I'm now calling the Sugar Daddy Showdown. It's an experiment where I sort of look at 4 different teams, give them 4 different types of Sugar Daddies, or in case of Lamington I didn't. What I did was give each team 500 million, a different Sugar Daddy, front end, back end, underwriter, and Lamington of the control, where I just give them the money and away I went. But we're now 10 years into the future. If you haven't seen the first episode, by the way, I will put a link to it in the description, but you can start from there. And in this particular video, we'll look at how everybody's getting on 10 years' time. So, since they're here, we'll start with Bradford, who have just won the Vanarama National League. Fair play to them. Bradford are about to become a Football League team. And where is it? 25, 26, they got promoted out of the Vanarama National League North. 26, 27, got to really get it back into it. 27, 28, come out of it again. And third, these are playoff spots, I take it. And last season come second in the National League, but didn't get promoted. So in this particular season, they've come first. They've bit of a mistake there. Let's see how they get on. They've won it by 5 points from Chester, which is comfortable enough. Just wait over here. Let's look. Anybody else here? Nope. None of the other teams are here. So let's have a look at... Well, let's look at what they've done since then. 2025 was the last one. Promotion from the National League. Increased the stadium. Upgraded the youth and training facilities. Youth category is now level 3. So this season they've got promoted out of the Vanarama National League. They've located the City Football League. Is that what I think it is? That's Man City's home team. Under 23s, under 18s. Fair enough. 7,000 capacity. Fair play to them. So there now. They have a new chairman. By the way, I've sat in this. If they're over 200 million left, I've decided that at the end of each 5-year period, I'm going to reset their status. So Bradford actually have 308,930,000 left. So at the end of this, they will become a team that has a backing in Sugar Daddy again. But for the time being, they've Ben Sheaf, who normally turns into a decent player. So he was he was playing in the Championship. Fair enough. Goes to Bradford in the Vanarama National League North and plays regularly again. But if you're floating about, this guy actually is a good signing, so he is. And we'll see how you get on. We'll look at... Jesus Christ, if somebody... He's an emergency. He's a fringe player on 40,500. Zach Robinson. Fuck me, that's a bit much. Signed from here, so he's dropped down a couple of divisions. Jason Kerr is in 32.5, but in fairness, is playing. They've signed him from Hibernian. Fair enough. Alright. Callum Doyle is on 30 grand, an important player. Who he come from West Brom and dropped down. Well, in fairness, he was playing for Wickham in League 1. But and the wages have went up. I actually think the issue we're going to run into here is that, if I remember right, League 1 and League 2 have wage caps, which could be an issue here, which basically means they might have to shift some of this money to let them sort of get decent. But, so they've won the Vanarama National. Let's see transfer spending. They've spent a wee bit. Abraham McCann for 220,000, who's a centre midfielder who, in fairness, has played rightly, so he has. Who's this all lad? Devontae Lee Butler or Bulmer from Bromley, who's already been sold. They bought him for 205,000 and sold him for 19.75. And there's the Spider, Blythe in the second division. So, Bradford are spending the money rightly, and with this, we'll actually just go to Blythe. So, well, they're in the National League 2, or Sky Bet League 2, so they've actually become a league team. Their last 5 years was promoted to the National League North, 5th in the National League, 1st in the National League, promoted up, 7th in League 2, which I think is playoffs, and were predicted to come 5th, but finished dead last. which is, I think, the playoff, what I was talking about, has happened here with the wage cap, which what I think's happened. So it is, but so I feel like managers must have been sacked. They've already through people. David Hughes was sacked at the beginning of this season. So he was. Jaffers come in, took over, was sacked. And Jim Bentley come in at the end of March and God help him tried his best. But he come from failed and so so believe they've been relegated from League Two again. But I think 7th is a playoff spot, so they were in the playoffs last year. They were, How did they get on? Just out of curiosity. Oh, they lost the playoff final last year, I think they were relegated last the following season. And they're 9 points off. It's not like it was a close run thing. But we'll see. What have they spent their money on? Their failed Sky Bet League 2 financial fair play. That's what happened. It's the so 2025 haven't put any youth facilities or anything in. They've increased the stadium size, that's it. But in terms of finances, they've 262,000 now, so they've spent about 100 million from the last time, and in fairness, they've went up through 2 divisions and they've now come back down 1 lakh, but it seems they've got a wee bit out of their money. So that's Bradford and Blythe done. So we'll see. We'll go to Hungerford now. So we'll just see how they're getting on. And Hungerford have just won the Vanarama National League South. So in terms of positions, 25-26 won the Southern League Premier. 9th in Vanarama National, 9th, followed by 4th, and followed by the win. So we're going well. Just quick look now, see what I spent money on. Very little. There must be expanding the stadium at some stage, so that's happened. But they have Diego Flores, who was a coach at Leeds, fair play to him, but managers, they've only had 2 or 3, so they haven't been too bad. If look at wages here now. Again, 21,500, 17, 16, 15. They've increased the amount they're spending, but they've decided we're going to throw money around the team rather than just sort of giving 1 or 2 players massive wages. So they've been sensible enough with it. Gabor Sabao, who come through Bradford. Fair enough. He seems alright, actually. I thought he was a real player, that's why I clicked him. But he seems alright. And they're doing alright. They've Scott Lavelle, key player, West Ham. It was a free signing. He's currently on 11,750,000. But Hungerford are now starting to get the money's worth out of it all. But win the Vanarama National South, and that's it. That seems to be going well. The last team, actually, never looked at Hungerford's finances here. Hungerford currently have 313 million, which is probably the smallest decrease out of them all. It's only about 60,000 they've spent, so in fairness, or 60 million, sorry. Hungerford have sort of went sensibly with this, actually. Which is sort of slightly annoying, so it is. That's why Hungerford the one going bucked aft, but no, they seem to be doing the opposite. But Hungerford have the front end sugar daddy, just in case you're wondering. Cirencester, Hungerford, they're in the middle of a stadium share and it's not in good condition. So we'll go see Blythe aren't in the south, but in the north. Flipping Bradford have done up the right bit. If they were in the Vanarama National South, Jesus Christ, they were. Just to point out context, Bradford were in League 1 at the end of the last experiment. It's just been relegated to League 1. They've now just won the Vanarama National South. North, sorry. But Lamington aren't here either. Wonder where they're at. Lamington are still in the 7th tier. Jesus Christ. Lamington, if you remember, were the team who just got the money. That was it. They didn't get any sort of sugar daddy on with it. But Lamington, if we look here, 24, 25, 25, 26 come 14th, 7th, 9th, 6th, and 11th again. They look to be stuck here, like. So they look as though they'll never come out of this. But, managers. Paul Lambert got near 4 years out of it, but being shade. But, look at the landmarks. Youth category increased to category 4. And that's all really happened, like. I think Lamington finance wise, there's not really much to say here, like, so we'll just look at the finances. 234 million, which is a decrease of about 40,000, so they've actually spent the least. Fair play to them. But not fair play to them, they've got fuck all for it. Hungerford only spent about 60 million and have went up a couple of divisions. But there's not really much to say here, like. But Lamington have done fuck all, like, in the time they got relegated the first season, and that's it, like. But if you feel free again to make a prediction, the same as they did last episode, but in the comments. And if you're liking the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As I said in the original one, this is episode 2 of what will be 4, maybe 5 episodes to cover 15 and 20 years in the future. And I might do an episode 5 we're just at the end of it, sort of look at 20 years' time and see Champions League, Premier League, and all that's going on, like, so, and around Europe. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye, good luck, and I wish you well.